I want to talk about freedom, and I mean real freedom. You see, America pushes the narrative that we're free, but let's be real, we ain't. The dictionary definition of freedom is not under the control or in the power of another, able to act or be done as one wishes. I'll use it in a sentence. I have no ambitions other than to have a happy life and be free. But not all hope is lost for America, because in the vast and controlling country we call home, there are pockets of freedom. And I went to a pocket of beach freedom Saturday to tell you what it was like from the inside. I'll start off with the two not free things, right? Get those out of the way. Be transparent. First, $20 to park. And you park far away, okay? Not close. What, who, and how is the parking not free for New Yorkers? Who do I not write a letter, because I'm never going to write a letter to them, write a letter to about this? There was a sign when you come into park that said, emotional support animals are not service animals. But the subtext was, emotional support animals are not service animals, you dumb fucks. People would really be out here with parrots on leashes. I'm a live and let live kind of person. Let this bitch look like a Where's Waldo cartoon with ostriches and baby carriages and shit. But it's the guise of emotional support animal that gets me. Y'all are the Karens of pet owners. And the buck literally, if you own an emotional support buck, and figuratively stops here. Here being the beach parking lot. The beach itself was packed with people. We got there around 1:30, so naturally the early bird gets the worm, and we were wormless. Then I saw a spot in front of an abandoned staircase. My friends who come to this gem of a beach a lot more than me were hesitant to land here. Well, guys, we don't have a lot of options, plus we have to stake some extra land because there's going to be 7 of us, remember? And my thinking was, this little staircase would be perfect for storage. Maybe we throw a blanket over it, leave our bags there, leave the food there. It'll just be great. Again, I was met with looks. You know when people look at each other first, then look at you? A very, do you want to tell this bitch or should I tell her gaze? Both of them opted not to tell her. More people joined us, and even to walk on the sand was an absolute fucking nightmare. I don't think the earth is supposed to be this hot. Rumor, and also fact, New York, specifically Long Island and Queens, has been having some shark sightings. This particular beach hasn't had any, but they've been spotted not too far away. I had to get my hair wet, but I'm always on swivel, shark swivel. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm not saying I'm someone who would fight a shark, but my dad did tell me you can punch a shark in the nose and it will leave you alone. I'm just saying I think I'd feel one energy-wise if it was nearby. And just as I suspected, we were in the clear. Those waves, however, not the case. They took me out over and over. I was going for Ariel and I washed up looking like Scuttle, you feel me? Scuttle was the seagull. When I was walking back to our spot on the beach, the smell of marijuana was everywhere. Everywhere. Now, if you're an avid listener of this podcast, you know this is no problem for me. And if you're a new listener, you now know this is no problem for me. What was the problem was the quick bursts of human piss that was assaulting my nostrils. Do you guys keep smelling, pee smells randomly? Yeah, I think people pee on the stairs. And then like clockwork, a human being walked over, walked up the stairs, took out their dick and peed 10 to 12 feet away from my mouth and holes, with no piss guard. I turned away, looked forward, and faced my joint. I thought to myself, well, that is real freedom. When I stared ahead, I realized there were dongs everywhere, titties galore, and balls abundant. I chose to keep my top and bottoms on because the price of sunscreen these days is enough to put anyone in the poorhouse. And not only am I a conservationist, I'm an economist and an optimist. And I was optimistic that my boobs were doing a shelter in place for the rest of the day. That's my freedom. This group to the front and to the right of us moved, and so we took their spot. No amount of weed and dingalings would make me feel like I could get used to the P staircase. Moving was the only move. The more people drank, the crazier the water got, the more people were straight up urinating behind us, and it was indeed time for a shift. What do you think is better, peeing in the ocean or an abandoned staircase so close to other people and their food in mouths? Either way, it was real raw freedom, baby. And don't tell me that you know freedom until you see a 78-year-old man with a ukulele and an assless dong thong make friends with a group of naked 30-year-olds. The naked 30-year-olds were sitting there because they had just helped another girl who was sitting in the pee while she worked herself out of a bad trip. Don't worry, we gave her water, and woman to woman, I had eyes on her the entire time before they got there. And after she left, one of the naked 30-year-olds started to cry as well, with his weenie bouncing all over them piss steps, baby. They were all just sitting in and on, and did I say in and on the piss stairs? The ukulele man could not have come at a better time. They all shook hands with him, locked eyes with one another while he played them what I can only imagine was an off-the-cuff ditty. This is why you won't catch me staring at my phone in the wild. The world. Look around. That is my TikTok. The ukulele dude tried to make eye contact with me, so I threw on my shades. Frankly, I'd seen where his hands had been. And it's my freedom not to lock eyes with him. Go make someone else's day brighter, you little beach elf of Queens. All in all, it was a very dope beach day. That beach is the real America. Real freedom, real peace and love. Yet, everything that was happening there is what a lot of America is fighting against. I say let freedom ring. Oh, and never sit by the piss stairs. Welcome to the Rocky Rundown, where you get to learn a little bit about my week. Party God Squad, hello. Did you have a good week? If you're listening and not a ghost, that means you survived the heat wave. Congratulations. I survived a dentist appointment this week. The appointment itself was fine. All good under the hood. But the visit was weird. Why wouldn't it be weird? The whole human experience is weird. The dentist is no exception. First, they take pictures of all your teeth on an x-ray, you're familiar. But then they throw them up on the big screen for all who pass to see what's going on inside of your mouth. Then they disappear for what feels like forever, leaving you laying slanted with your teeth on display staring back at you from every single angle. The doctor comes in and starts asking me questions. All the questions that he's asking me, by the way, are very familiar because they are the exact questions I answered when I filled out the paperwork in the lobby. My man, why have me take the time? I assure you my answers haven't changed in the hour, but I respect the thoroughness, bruh. So I'll save the office commentary for my podcast. Are you allergic to any medicines? Nope. Any foods? Yeah, shrimp and lobster. Okay, we don't have to get that specific. Sure, no problem. Do you do drugs? I don't lie to doctors. Yeah, sometimes. No, you don't. I'm putting no that you don't. Why ask then, dog? I'm high right now. Was not what I said. Next time, I'm not filling out the checklist. I'm done wasting minutes. Traveled this week to take care of some, business out of town, and I was put up in the second creepiest motel while simultaneously having the nicest hotel room ever. On the outside, it was shits out of luck creek, but on the inside, it was money, baby. Checked every corner of the room for the killer. Yes, I said he, I don't give a fuck. He had the night off. I knew for a fact before I went to bed that all the lights were off. But not the case when I wake up. No. Light shining bright like a diamond from the bathroom. It's a wrap. He got me, and he couldn't even do it in the dark. Sloppy little demon. So I make my way to the bathroom slowly, body against the wall because I'm on high alert, and our friend is not in the bathroom. And all of the light switches were off. Okay, Rock, we got 3 roads this could go down. The killer is somewhere else in this motel room, and the good news is you're close to the door. The bad news is you have no idea where he's hiding. Or he's an entity, which is just like, ugh, go haunt someone else. I'll literally try to interview you about being an entity. I'm not the one. Third and worst option, the intruder is evil Spider-Man. And now he's sticking to the ceiling, waiting to pounce. I gotta look up and see what I'm working with. Oh my God, there it was. Bigger than I could have imagined. A skylight. I'm not surprised I mistook a skylight for a murderer. I'm losing brain cells left and right. I've had to get a lot of gasoline lately on account of a lot of driving, and the smell is so fucking good. Do not sniff gasoline, by the way. But we can address the elephant in the passenger seat. The shit hits. You're all on your way to Sunoco to get your motherfucking sniff on. No one is fooling me. Had a really prolific conversation because I decided it was with someone the other day. It was a freeing chat, and maybe it will free you as well. No one is thinking about you the way that you think they are, or the way that you want them to be. Remember, if you're ruminating on something, it's consuming or plaguing you. We create these narratives in our head and these scenarios, but everyone is the center of their own world. And that should be really freeing. Most of the time I'm thinking when I'm walking down a staircase, okay, if I end on my left foot, I'm gonna have an amazing day. Everyone is thinking that same thought. I told that to John. I said that everyone was thinking that same thought, to which he said, no girl, they're not. That was pretty humbling. That brings us to Rocky's highest thoughts, my most stoned thoughts of the week. Number 1, it's crazy that we censor women's nipples, when it is in fact a vessel to sustain human life. A necessity to humankind if the shitteth hitteth the fanneth. If we're getting censored from seeing literal life vessels, what other stuff are they hiding from us? Number 2, you can shit on reality shows all you want, but I had a recent revelation that we can actually learn a lot about ourselves and future selves from them. Any reality show that's been on for 10 plus years, watch an episode from season 1 or 2. Pick the character you relate to the most, then look where they are now. You'll probably have a lot of the same emotional issues if you don't learn from their mistakes. They made a richer blueprint for you, not to follow. Do better. Number 3, change. I woke up and I wrote that at 8 a.m. when I smoked and went to second sleep. Second sleep is when you accidentally fall asleep on the couch, but you can sleep in so you smoke and get cozy in your real bed. But yes, change. If you don't like something in your life, no one will save you on a daily basis. So what small things can you do to go more in the direction of the life you want to live? If you don't like the way something's going, change it. That's what YouTube is for. Once, for like 2 years, this guy would just text me, hi, hey you, and I'd scroll up and it was just months of that with no response from me. Until I finally blocked him. 'Cause hi doesn't work for me. So I changed. I'm very passionate when it's 8 a.m. and I'm stoned. Number 4, we'd scroll a lot less if our phones had a little mirror in the corner showing us what we looked like when we doom scrolled. And number 5, I don't think money buys happiness fully. I think space and the right company in that space does. My guest this week is friend and podcast host JP Murphy. He hosts the podcast Good Pizza, which is about way more than finding the right slice. JP's wild word was checkers, and the story is the double jump of tails. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. You can follow me at Wild Nights with Rocky on TikTok and Instagram, at Wild Nights Pod on Twitter. If you'd like to watch extended interviews with all of my guests, please subscribe on YouTube. If you want to support the show with your wallets, you can join my Patreon for $2 or $5 a month. A big thank you to everyone who's written a review on Apple Podcasts, and a future thank you to everyone who's going to write one after this episode. It really does make a difference. A reminder, the Megan O'Malley Fire Relief Fund is still up and open on GoFundMe, and you can find that at the top of my link tree. And now, please enjoy my Wild Nights conversation with JP Murphy. JP, welcome. Thank you for doing the podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, man. I'm excited, man.
I'm
Let's do it.
excited to have you. See, we have quite a long history as friends because your brother
Yes,
Colin has been one of my best friends since I was 19 years old.
that's amazing.
Yes,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
And so he told me that you started a new podcast and
Yeah.
everything's going well for you in California. So I had to get you on.
Thank you so much. I was a fan, and like, when you like the podcast, you're like, damn, I kind of want to be on there, man. I got some crazy stories.
And I know you do. And I know you do. So that's why you're on here. But
Yeah.
we had to get our ducks in a row. Everything's not black and white because everything is not checkers. So JP's wild word was checkers. So JP, give us the wild night story. Everybody's waiting. The people that know you, the people that know us, everyone wants to hear it. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. So it takes place back in shit. I think I was in high school. It was probably like senior year in high school, right? And it takes place in Montclair. Well, it started in Montclair, New Jersey, uh, Essex County. It's now Essex County in the '90s was like stolen. It was like stolen cars was like a part of the culture, right? They
Okay.
actually made a movie about it called New Jersey Drive. That's like our Boys in the Hood. That's
Got
like
it.
our hood movie is Jersey
Gotcha.
Drive, right? New Jersey Drive, right? So like you weren't really cool in my neighborhood, or like you weren't really down unless you were stealing cars or were in a stolen car, right? So it was
Okay.
just like, but like I wasn't from there. Like my parents split up, and my dad moved back to where he's from, and we would be there on the weekends, right? Me and my
Okay.
little brother. Well, I was outside. My brother was not outside.
Mm-hmm.
So this is typically how the weekends went. We go find some crackhead to buy us some alcohol for $1.
Okay.
Then when we run out of alcohol and weed, we usually somebody goes, well, let me go get my car. So none of us have licenses. We're all like 16, right?
Yeah.
But so that means somebody has some keys, or somebody has a stolen car stashed somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tonight was Nutty, my boy Nutty. He's like, yo, let me get my car. Meet me on Llewellyn. This block in Montclair. So he goes and gets his car.
You're
So
right.
how they get these keys, right? So they used to, my friends used to go on Upper Montclair, like or like this other road where all the rich people were, and they would run cars, like steal shit out of cars. Well,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, these people would leave a spare set of keys in the car. So my boys would steal them, but they would just hold the keys till it was time. And
Got
tonight
it.
it was time. You know what I'm saying? So he went to his house. We have no idea what's about to happen. We just know we're gonna meet him in the street, and there's gonna be a car
Right.
flying around the corner any second now. So that's exactly what happened. Car flew around the corner, picked us all up. It happened to be a brand new Volvo Cross Country when they first came out. Very
Okay.
nice vehicle. First thing you do, you throw out everything out of the car. So you go in the glove box and frisbee everything, just in case you get pulled over. You can maybe wiggle out of it, right?
Yeah.
So now it's just like we have no direction, nothing to do. We're just fucking G riding around Newark, New Jersey, East Orange, like all
Mm-hmm.
Essex County. We go to my boy's Ev's house on South Harrison, East Orange. East Orange is a lovely part of town, let me tell you, especially in the middle of
Yeah.
the night. By lovely, I don't mean lovely.
It means lovely for steal or no?
No, it's just a real bad neighborhood.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Gotcha. Yes. Yes.
I know you are New Yorkers, so like this is
Yeah.
your Brownsville. This is your Brownsville, Brooklyn, or like
Okay.
this is your I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Right.
So we go there, and we're kind of hanging out. As soon as we pull up in the driveway, I'm looking through the car still. I'm riding shotgun at this point. And I was like, yo, there's another set of keys in here, bro. And my boy in the back that stole the car was like, yo, is that the Saab that was in the driveway? And they're like, oh my God, yes, we have another car for the night. This is great. So we go in there, we hang out, and then it's kind of getting late. We're like, all right, let's get back to our neighborhood. So we go to Checkers. We go to
Mm-hmm.
Checkers on Central Ave in East Orange. Now Checkers at 2 a.m. in East Orange is
No joke.
fucking super shady.
Yeah. No joke.
Yeah, it's crawling with all kinds of situations and activities and charges just waiting for you. And you are for sure the only white boy there if you're a white boy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it's fucking thick. And we're just, we're all stones trying to get something to eat. And so my boys are in the G ride in the
Mm-hmm.
parking lot. All right. Now at this point, let me give you all the characters. It's me, my boy New, my boy Lex, who came with me to stay at my dad's for the weekend. He's on
Right.
house arrest.
Okay.
Okay, he's not supposed to be out of his county. And Nutty was the driver. So, and this is like 90s. Like we all have big coats on. My boys got braids. My boy Nutty's got fucking leather gloves on. Like we look like we are just, and we're fucking kids.
Yeah.
Driving this car, right? So we're in Checkers, getting some grub. It's taking forever. New gets out of the car, comes and checks on me. Yo, bro, what's up? We gotta get up out of here. And then all of a sudden, police car creeping through the parking lot.
Yeah.
And they park right behind the car. I'm like, oh shit. So we got and in the meantime, in between time, we saw two of the homies from the hood, Sarah and this dude Flip. Now, Flip was he was an older homie. He was like a real grimy dude, like always had a knife on him, always wanted to let you know he had a knife on him. Somehow you always seen it when you're around him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not a great guy. So they want to ride back to our town. So we're like, yeah, sure, hop in. You know, I guess this is all happening while I'm in the store, right?
Yeah.
So the cops come, right? So I'm gonna we're gonna switch back to the car. This is what's happening while I'm in Checkers. So
Got it.
back to the car, cops pull up behind the car. Now they get out. Nutty is driving, leather gloves, license and registration. Mind you, there's zero of any of this in the
Nothing.
car.
That's got
You know what
thrown
I'm saying?
out the
We threw
window.
everything out. Yeah. Oh, this is my aunt's car. She just got it. I don't know where the information is. He shoots one of his aliases. I think it was Al Tariq Washington or something. I think that was one of his aliases. And they go back to the car to type in all the info, right? Meanwhile, in the car, this dude Flip's got a gun on him. It's got bodies on it, he says. He's like, yo, what the fuck, man? This is a stolen car. He's trying to like push it through the seat. And my boy Alex, who don't know any of these people, he's just with me. He knows the driver. You know what I'm saying? He's on parole. He's like, look at the fucking thing away from me. What the fuck? And this girl, Sarah, they're all like flipping this dirty gun with apparently body on it in the back seat while this is all happening. Now, meanwhile, I'm in Checkers, chilling, just watching this. Now I'm just clocking how I'm going to get home and what I'm going to tell my dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 16. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling New, I was like, look, bro, I got about a 20 of weed left. I got one Dutch. I got like $20. We can catch the fucking bus home in the morning. Let's just walk back to Ev's crib. He's probably still up. We could catch a couple of fucking hours of sleep.
Yeah, and then we'll bounce.
But these guys are done, bro. They're all getting locked up.
Yeah.
The cop comes back to the car. You know, boom, back to the car now.
Yeah.
The cop comes back to the car, goes, get the fuck out of here before anything pops up in this car. So in my mind, it was like 2-3 a.m. at this point. There was probably a shift change. They're probably like, all right, nothing. This car wasn't reported stolen, so the people didn't wake up where we stole the car from.
Gotcha.
Right? So it wasn't reported hot yet, and they weren't trying to do anything extra. Like let's just go home.
They were about to bounce. They wanted.
We're gonna give these kids a pass, right? So we're in the fucking me and Lou are in the Checkers. Now we watch Nutty drive out. We're like, oh my god,
he took the car.
He's like, get the fuck around the corner, go around the right. So we run, so they're literally leaving now. I can't believe this is even happening. So we run around the corner, hop in with them, race back to Montclair. The guy with the gun is like fucking cussing my boy Nutty out, like you almost got me locked up, this and that, right? Flip's pissed. So what do? Now normal people, like I'd say my gangster was pretty official back then. It wasn't like I wasn't fully activated, but like I feel like normal thugs would have just went home and hung it up. No, not my friends. We go back and they're like, all right, let's go get the Saab. I'm like, oh my God, bro. This is how my friends are. This is like perfect opportunity. Why wouldn't we go get the Saab now?
We have the keys.
So we go get the Saab. We get the keys, right? Yeah. So we drop Flip and Sarah off. Obviously, they want no more parts of this car.
Right.
So we go get the Saab, right? Oh, my homie KC hops out. He starts up the Saab. Now it's automatic lights, right? Boom! The lights are right on the house. I'm like, oh my God. Me and Alex said, yo, drop me the fuck off, bro. Just drop me off. Drop me the fuck off. I'm cool, guys. Nutty, drop me off the house. I'll see you when you get back to the crib. Right? So they drop us off. They go stash the whips successfully. Okay. There was a block in the south end of Montclair where we used to stash stolen cars. And the cops would never find them. I don't know what it was about the street, but they would never, ever, ever find them.
Got it.
So let me tell you just real quick what happened to those cars afterwards, because there's a little bit of a tail of the tape of those cars. So the Volvo, The Volvo lasted about 3 months in our crew. The Volvo got window tints, a speaker system,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Like Nutty hooked it up like it was his own car.
Yeah.
And it was involved in a stolen car chase where it was finally done. The
Yeah.
Saab lasted about a month. Nice warm summer day. The homies are cruising through the hood and they
Yeah.
rear end some old lady and they just it's a drop top, so they just hop out and just leave it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, that was the fucking one of the craziest nights, and one of the craziest nights for my boy Lex, who just wanted to come to my other town, my other hood with me for the night.
Yeah.
You know, just think it was gonna be a chill night on parole, not really trying to fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, your friends are fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're out of this world.
Yeah, it was a wild night, man. It was a wild night. And that's like that was the best one I could think of without like really incriminating anybody, or
Of
just
course,
like,
yeah. We like
I
to
want to
protect
get
the innocent and not so innocent on the show. So I
exactly.
don't mind the nicknames at all. In fact, I prefer it. So I just took my first breath since we left Checkers. I just took my first breath.
You looked a little tense while
I
telling the
was
story.
very tense and I didn't even realize, but I was more tense for your friend who was on house arrest.
Dude, he was pissed.
Now, I don't know too much about house arrest, but if you're on house arrest with the anklet, maybe it's different in the 90s. You can leave the house, but you can't get caught, isn't it? If you leave, it blinks.
That's correct. He just got the ankle off. He was still on house arrest, but no ankle.
Okay, so he wasn't being monitored.
Yeah, the ankle was off at this point. He just wasn't supposed to leave like his county.
Got it. And wow.
So probably made like 20 felonies that night.
Yeah.
And dodged all of them. Thank God.
Touched by an angel. So that's absolutely wild. I just can't even imagine the adrenaline I feel when a cop drives by me. With like, I'm like, oh my God, or even sometimes like I live near the precinct and I'll walk by them and I'll just be like high as fuck and walk by them and I'm like, I'm going to jail for existing, because they do that.
Yeah.
So I can't even mentally like how I would be feeling in the backseat of that car.
It's wild, man. It's
at
wild.
16,
it's crazy.
No less.
Yeah, man. It's like when I really think back, I'm like, fuck, dude, we were bad.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when it's normal, it's like it's just regular, man. It's everyday shit.
Yeah.
Everyday around the way shit, man. You know, 90s kids, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. That is just so crazy, man. And
that was light. That was light. Because nothing happened. We got away. Like usually there's a chase involved, like somebody gets locked up. Like it was a successful night.
And that
scary.
That would have not been the first time you were in a stolen car.
No, fuck no. But I'll be honest with you, I hated it. I fucking hated it. But it was like either hop in the G ride or you're going home. Like everybody's leaving you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about being cool, it was about being like, fuck, do I really want to go home? All right, I'll just get in.
And people would just get their cars stolen.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so and then just ride around with them. It's like the world is so small, but it's so big and things can happen under your nose. Somebody could steal it and paint your car. Like, that's
it was wild, dude.
I'm not surprised.
And meanwhile, your friend Colin, he's just sleeping. He's sleeping at my dad's in his room, in his little ass apartment.
In the angel baby.
Yeah, he just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was outside, but Colin wasn't outside. Not yet.
A sweet little angel baby, just how we like Colin. That is absolutely delivered on the wild. JP, thank you so much. That was crazy.
I hope I delivered.
Oh my God, no! I have
so many.
I just told myself, I'm like, okay, you have to take a breath, because I was just so ready, and I guess I can believe it. But I also, and I'm glad they did. I'm glad they let you go. But it is hard. I think some people don't believe that the police just don't want to deal with paperwork.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In bad neighborhoods. That's not like, this is small town cops. Like we got caught like in my mom's neighborhood. Oh, it was over.
It would have been a wrap. Everybody. Yeah.
Been the biggest bust of their year.
Yeah.
Out there, they're just like, oh God, get the fuck out of here before something pops up.
Yeah. And they wanted you to leave the car.
Fucks. What's that?
They wanted you to leave the car too, right?
No, he drove away in the car.
But did the cop want you to leave like said, get out of here? Did he mean leave the car behind and get out of here? Or
No,
he just
no,
said, get
leave
out of
with
it?
the car. They literally
Wow.
drove out. That's why I'm watching this shit like, oh my God, what the fuck did he say? He's got fucking leather gloves on.
Yeah, yeah.
You
He's
know what I'm
doing
saying?
something.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, it's shady, you know what I mean?
It's
Shady
shady.
characters.
But now
But look at me now.
JP, look at you now.
I'm all grown up.
You're grown up, you're thriving in California. And
Man.
what is going on with your podcast, Good Pizza? Tell everybody about it.
So I interview pretty much mostly it's cannabis. It's a cannabis centric podcast. So I interview mostly people from the cannabis industry. I'm starting in Sacramento and working my way out into California. I also interview dope individuals. Like, I think if you're cool, if you got a cool story and we can connect and just vibe out and talk about other good pizza related things.
Yeah.
Because good pizza is just dope shit.
Yeah, I was going to have you
pizza.
tell everybody what it meant. I know what it meant because I listened, but I wanted you to tell everybody. So good pizza translate to dope shit, and usually dope shit involving weed. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. So it's really good weed, but then it's also dope shit. Like, yo, that's good pizza. Like something cool just happened, or you know, it could mean a good fucking slice of pizza too. You know, we're not. It could mean exactly what it says.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I've been interviewing. I've been getting a lot of good interviews. I've been getting a lot of debut interviews. Like first time, like these fucking traditional growers. I'm bringing them out into the light. And, it's really dope. It's been so much fun. And yeah, so if you like good pizza, if you like good weed, and you want to learn about the cannabis industry, the traditional side, which is the black market, and like the wild stories from that, from people's cowboy days to the licensed market and all the bullshit we got to deal with in the licensed market, how we're trying to thrive and make our way through. It just really connects people that through the plant, you know, through the beautiful cannabis plant and how our journeys took us through and how do we get here, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Your interview skills are excellent, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I've never done it before.
Yeah, you have a really nice flow with your interview skills.
Thank you.
I was really impressed. Yeah.
So you too. I like how you break that. I like your stories and your personal stories in the beginning of the podcast, and it flows into the guest story. Like I love that.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
dope.
you. Yeah, no, I was excited to check out your show, and I was like, look at JP, man. And what do you feel is the biggest difference between East Coast weed and West Coast weed as a community and a culture, besides the fact that West Coast weed is legal? I know it is now slowly but surely becoming legal on the East Coast, but it's just more California accepted.
For sure. So believe it or not, there's a lot of West Coast weed on the East Coast right now. Like if you're a plug on the East Coast, you don't have West Coast weed or like some of the popping brands out here, you're not really you're probably not thriving. However, like if we're talking about like the legal weed, you know what I'm saying? Like shit in the streets, you know, California just, besides setting the trends in the culture for the entire situation, like this is the Mecca. So you got to remember these guys have been growing longer, you know, have learned from their parents, have been doing this shit as outlaws for as fucking long as time has been. So like, as far as like the skill set that it takes and the experience, like, and the love that goes into the plant out here, it's just, I'm spoiled as fuck. I live within 3 hours of the best weed in the world. Versus out on the East Coast, like you can't really, like outdoors, you're not going to be able to grow as well because the sun is not as strong and you don't get as much sun. And then on the indoor scene, I just don't think the tech's there yet, and I don't think they have the cultivators there yet to really get to the level where we at. Because I've smoked some we call it rec weed, recreational or medical weed. Out on the East Coast, I was not improved. It was boof. It was some fucking
not good.
Nah, but again, I have access to the best of the best, so you can't listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're gonna be biased.
Yeah, I'm gonna be biased, man. I'm fortunate enough to where I've worked and networked my way up to like the top dogs out here. So I'm one of the first phone calls from the top when the new packs land. So that's really
amazing.
Exciting.
Yeah, that's amazing, JP. Good for you. And like, where's somewhere you want to see yourself in the cannabis market in like the next couple years? Let's say 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I plan on doing my first recreation drop, which meaning I'm going to be in stores within the next 2 months. So that's gonna be the
Incredible.
beginning of the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So Good Pizza will be in stores throughout the state of California, and then my goal is to be a multi-state operator. So I would love to set up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I already have some talks with some partnerships where I'm going to be in some of the dispensaries out there, some of the traditional ones, and I want to be in New York, maybe Jersey if they clean up the laws a little bit. The laws
Uh-huh.
suck right now,
Right.
but yeah, for sure, starting California and then expanding throughout the states, and then fingers crossed it goes federally legal. I can really turn this Good Pizza shit up.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I
That's
mean?
really good to hear, JP. I'm really happy for
Thank you.
you. Yeah, that's
I appreciate it,
amazing. That's
man.
amazing. I can't wait to smoke some good pizza.
Fuck, I can't wait to
Um,
get you some, man.
that'll be great. I cannot wait to smoke it. And I'm just happy to hear that you're thriving out there.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
I'm
it.
really happy.
It's
And
it's been a journey
of course, but everything worth it is a journey.
for sure. That's a
Everything
fact.
worth it is a journey. Well, JP, it's been such a pleasure to have you on to catch up with you. I hope you'll give Tiana and the babies my love, the babies and the baby and the not so babies my love.
No doubt. I
Um,
definitely will. It was a pleasure being on your show. Thank you so much.
of course, JP, it was my pleasure. And we'll talk soon, okay?
Sounds good. Peace, love, good pizza, homie. Talk
All
soon.
right, bye.